There's a group of people that sometimes have an increased rate of headaches, irritable bowel syndrome, also joint pain, and there's a reason behind that. With us today is Dr. Todd Bell with Texas Tech Health Sciences Center to explain why.
Yeah.
What is the reason?
Well, I don't know that we know exactly what the reason is, but we do know that there's some associations.
Okay.
So we see that in most folks, being flexible is good. We want to be flexible. We want to be flexible in our social life. We want to be flexible in our physical body. But there's such a thing as perhaps being too flexible when it comes to the physical body. And we see that about maybe even up to about 1 out of every 100 people has what we call hypermobility, meaning that the joints just move too far and too easily. And that can lead to problems with the joints over time, with sort of wear and tear, because those joints are a little bit looser and have a little bit more rub. And that then can lead to, in the long term, to things like arthritis. Now, it's interesting that we were also starting to see that those folks who have that joint hypermobility may also have increased rates of migraine headaches and may have increased rates of irritable bowel syndrome or even fibromyalgia. There's a lot of other different things that seem to go along with that too. We don't know that that's a cause and effect, or are they things that are just associated, but it's something I think that science has to try to figure out. I would point out also that there's a small group of people who have really extreme flexibility. That's maybe 1 out of every 5,000 people, and have a little different thing called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which also has some other problems with it as well, again, including things like headache and even passing out.
Okay, so if someone experiences this, just check with their family physician?
They just need to check with their regular doctor. Right now, one of the key things is that if someone has joint hypermobility, we do think that by giving some education and guidance on how to protect the joints in sports and activities can help prevent problems with injuries.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Bell. For another look at this segment of The Doctors, head to newschannel10.com. If you're experiencing something like this, check with your doctor.